This your boy C-Baby coming at you again with another episode of Cbeetv. First of all, I want to thank everybody that's been liking, sharing, and commenting on my little speeches or whatnot, and then people I've been coming in contact with who actually are not sharing and commenting on Facebook, but have spoken to me about how these videos has impacted their lives, and I really appreciate that. But today I want to talk to y'all about showing your work, and I want to start with the example of showing your work. Like if you're in a math class and your teacher gives you a test, and on that test you look at the problems and you automatically know what the answer is, you can work it out in your head. So you put the answer down, you run through your test, you turn it in, then when you get your test back, all your answers are correct, but you got points taken off because you didn't show your work. And I think that's important to a Christian person, because the same thing happens with us as Christian people. We have a tendency to talk a good game or know the right answers, but we have a lack of showing our work. And I think it's seen clearly amongst our leaders in the church, like your pastors, your preachers. Some pastors make grand speeches and grand sermons, and you listen to them and everything they're saying is in line with what you read and you're excited about what they're saying. But sometimes you see those people and the example that their lives lead don't quite coincide with what they're teaching. So I want to use Jesus' life as an example, because his life is the perfect example. What Jesus did was, every time Jesus healed a person, he didn't call a crowd around. Every time he worked a miracle, he didn't ask for people to come run and go tell everybody that Jesus healed you. He said that everything that he did was by his Father through him. He never took credit for anything. So, but us, we're trained as human beings that every time we accomplish something, people tell us, you should be proud of what you just did. No, you shouldn't. You should be grateful for what you just did, because you could not be capable of achieving anything if it had not been for God giving you whatever natural abilities you have to complete whatever task you were trying to complete. So I think we need to get back to the basics. Start with salvation and get back to the basics of just putting God first in everything. You should practice that the same way you practice your everyday life. Like, stop believing everything that you see on TV, everything that you hear on the radio, because I'm afraid that what's happening is that it's cultivating our minds and programming us to think a certain way, which is very much unlike the way that God would expect us to act as Christian people.